So can we just take a moment to appreciate this beauty? My God, take a look at that. Okay, so we are making fried rice today, and it's not like the conventional Asian kind of fried rice. So first we have the kiba pepper, we have the spice blend, we have on guard tablet, then we have turmeric powder, and we've got some red powdered pepper as well. So we're going to stir all of this and put it aside. These are like the powdered or the dried ingredients I'm going to be using. Now we move on to our vegetables, and the vegetables we're going to be using are onions, carrots, green bell peppers or capsicum, and then spring onions. And these are the only vegetables I'm going to be using. And I find that when you use fewer vegetables, you can actually enjoy the food. I mean, we're trying to eat healthy, but at the same time we want to be able to enjoy our food. You understand what I'm saying? Like, baby. So we move on to the liquid ingredient, I guess, and I already blended onion, garlic, and fresh peppers, hot peppers, and then I added a bit of Maggi liquid seasoning, and then some honey, just a little bit of honey. I also added some salt to taste, and I added about half of the dried or the powdered ingredients, and then I stirred and mixed it until it was evenly combined. And then we'll move on to our chicken. So we're going to be steaming our chicken to get all of that chicken juice and goodness from it, which we'll be using for our fries later on. So now I'm just trying to get to the seasoning on every part of the chicken, its nooks and its crannies and whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm doing. I don't know. So I have a pan with about half a cup of water in it, and I'm going to add the chicken to it to steam. So I'd like to welcome everyone here, and while you're here, can you please subscribe, comment, and like? Thank you very much. God bless you, okay? So about 15 to 20 minutes later, this is how the chicken is looking. Bruh, check that out. So when I'm okay with how the chicken is cooked, I transfer the stock to another pan, and I'm going to add my rice. And I'm using basmati rice. And I feel like basmati rice, ideally I'd like to use jasmine rice, but basmati rice makes it look pleasant, but I don't really like the taste of it. So it's like it needs a lot of work to like kill the basmati taste. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So in order to achieve that, I'm going to toast it. And guys, if you don't toast your rice with your spices or your seasoning, I don't know what you're doing, because it makes so much difference. You guys, like, toast it. If you don't do it, toast it, and toast it before you cook it. Like, if it's not just plain rice you are using or you are cooking, just toast your rice with your seasoning before you add water to it to cook. Bruh, you would thank me later. It's so good. It helps. It changes the taste. So that's what I was doing. I toasted it for a while until all of the stock was absorbed by the rice, and then I added a little bit of dry seasoning and then the liquid seasoning. And I'm just going to be stirring, and I added my soy sauce. I like to add all of these things before the rice is cooked so that it doesn't first of all, you'll not be wasting time on the stove. And then, like, when you add the vegetables, you just do a little bit of then you're done. Like, you don't keep long in adding all of the ingredients together. So before it cooks, I add the soy sauce to it. I still keep on toasting before I add water to it. And I'd just like to add that I don't add salt, because almost everything I'm using is salty. So if there's the need for salt, then I'll add it when I'm doing the stir fry. But at this point, the salt was okay. So when I'm satisfied with how it's looking after toasting, then I'm going to add the water. And I'm not adding so much water. I'm adding water like just enough to like reach the surface, like not plenty, small. Because you already added the stock and then it's cooked. Like, the stock is liquid, so it's cooked halfway. So you're not adding plenty water, just a little bit of water, like enough to use the steam to cook. Otherwise your rice will become soggy and mushy and things. And if it's not wachi, then baby, I don't know why your rice is soft. Wachi is the only rice that is allowed to be soft. Anyway, we are not talking about wachi. We are not doing wachi now. So moving on. So yeah, wow, I talk a lot. Don't use like a lot of water. So I went ahead to fry the chicken, and man, look at the chicken. Just look. It's been so long I fried chicken. I usually grill it, but look at that golden brown, cooked to perfection. Like, oh. Tell me your mouth is not watering, and if your mouth is watering, then subscribe. I'll do giveaway and then bring you food. I promise. We are on the main event. It's the stir fry part. So I'm going to add some olive oil to a hot pan, and then I'll add some of the liquid seasoning to it, and I'll stir fry it until I'm okay with it. Then I'll go on ahead to add the vegetables to it. I'm going to start with the onions and then the garlic, and I'm also going to stir fry it. Like, this is on high heat and everything has to go fast. Like pow, 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 fast. Do you understand? So I'd stir it continuously until the onion starts to sweat. And because it's on high heat, you'd think that it's burning, but no, my darling, don't be afraid. You'd see the pan turning brown, but then I like to do something I call scrape as you go. So then while I'm stirring, then I'd be scraping the pan. As far as it hasn't turned black, then I'm good to go. I'll just keep on scraping so that the pan still stays clear. I do this for two reasons. First off, it's a waste of food if you're not scraping the bottom of the pan before it turns black. Secondly, it makes it difficult to wash the saucepan when you're washing the dishes, obviously. So that's what I like to do. So I'm going to scrape it till it stays clear, and then I already added the eggs to it. I added just one egg. I'm going to be using about a third of the rice I cooked. So I'm just stirring the vegetables, and I did this in under 5 minutes because I still want a bit of crunch in my vegetables. So now I'm going to be adding the rice, and I'm just going to stir. You see, we are not keeping long here because we've already added the spices, the soy sauce and things. So now we are just mixing the vegetables with the rice. No need to do any. That's what we are doing now. You guys, please subscribe, like, comment, share the video to people you like, people you don't like, everybody. It doesn't matter. Just send it to them. Oh my god! Wow! I'm already eating it too, but as I'm editing, it's like the com is doing me again because man, it's so mouth watering. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.